third eye and just see what that is. Just go with that. Okay. Thank you very much, sweetheart. Next person, please. Oh, it's the legend himself. E. E, G, B, D, F, F, A, C. Okay. So, Mr. Moody, in your house of base is your solar plexus. So you're grounding in your power. Okay. You're not ego. You know your power. It's down into your base. You're you're stable. You're very secure. Grounding. You're not someone who goes away with the fairies. All right. Just like your lovely wife, there is something to communicate with your sacral chakra, which is your creative side. And I know how creative you are. So I feel like you need to communicate with that. Maybe get back in touch with your inner child. So feel what this is. Feel what this is all about. Maybe there's a new venture there. Maybe there's something that needs kicking in, or something you need to remember about that you've forgotten. But your throat chakra stone is in your house of your sacral. So just dab into that. Just say hello. How are you? What do we need? Brilliant here that in your base you've got your solar plexus stone, because in your house of solar plexus you've got your crown chakra. So you've got this knowledge, and you've put this knowledge into your power center, and that's a real nice connection. Again, you're not going to be egoistic with it. You're going to have that serious, sensible place to put it, and this is going to be firing that creative side. And whatever this project is that you're talking about in your creative center, this is the fuel behind it. This is going to powerhouse that. And that is because your passion is your creative. In your heart chakra, you've got your sacral stone. So not only are your two houses of emotions are met, because your sacral is your emotional cupboard, your heart chakra is your heart center. Not only are they together, but it's showing you that you're at your best when you're being creative. That's how you show your true you. You might look in the mirror and think, am I showing my best today? But you can look at something you've made and your wife will go, that's you. You are in your work. Whatever you're doing is where that is. And that is because you speak about your passion. Your heart is in your throat. And it's not that your heart is in your throat, but your passion is there. Your love is there. So somebody talks about what your creative is, and you can speak with, and you can speak about this. You're very good at this. And this is what fuels you to keep going, because you can speak about it. You have got your intuition in your third eye. So you know what you see, and what you see, you put down onto paper, you put down into words. You're very creative and intuitive. Your third eye is open there. So spiritually, you can see a lot of things, and you know that, and you know how to speak with that through the heart. And then just to cap it off is your crown, where your base is. So with the other person where I said do a handstand and put the base, put your crown into your base, you've gone the opposite. But I don't think that that is a problem. I think that is the reason why you are an extraordinary person in your creative abilities and how you can spend so much time on a project and you have that patience because your crown is grounded. You're not open up and bringing in everything and going, oh, yes, on this bit of paper, I've got to put all this on. You've got the grounding there. So it's just like, I'm just going to show you this. And you're like, okay, I'm just going to work with that. That's done. Next, please. They're just drip feeding you there. You're not overflowing and over bubbling with ideas. All right. So beautiful, absolutely beautiful there. And I'll just give you a card to see what they say. Okay, so here, no surprise, we've got citrine here, Mr. Moody, the abundance, the creativity, the solar plexus. So in your solar plexus, you've got your crown chakra, you've got your knowing, you know you're creative, you know that you are abundant in your talents. And this is here to prove it. Okay. But my only little thing is have a chat with your sacral. I feel that that is where you need to have a little conversation there. All right. So I'll leave that with you. Not totally opposite to you, Julie. Not at all, because I feel he plays a huge part with you. The fact that his power is in his grounding is your rock. Okay. So absolutely together you are complete. Okay. So the next person, please. Yeah, I'm really sorry. I would love to do anyone who is tuning in tonight, but I'm already a day behind. I'm catching up on yesterday's work, and I'm meant to be having a topic tonight of self-confidence. So I just want to catch up on the readings that they didn't get done yesterday, and and then I'll talk about the crystals for self-confidence. But tomorrow I do have Eva coming on board, who is going to be talking about tea leaf reading, and she is going to be doing a few readings tomorrow night with the teacup. So please join us then if you want a reading, but if not, join me again next Monday when I'll be doing this development Monday. All right, Lucy, B, E, 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 A, F, C, G. All right, Lucy, thank you so much for being patient and waiting. So here is your crown, and your crown is in your house of base. So this is your knowledge is grounding. Your knowledge, to gain your knowledge, you need to have both feet on the ground and you need to be in your zone. You need to be in your comfort seat, wherever that is. That's where you need to be to unlock your knowledge. But you know that. And that's why the crown is in there, because they're together. So it's nice that they're there. And to connect with the knowledge, you go to your source, you go to where your feet are calling home. Okay. And your solar plexus stone is in your sacral house. So this is your in your gut instinct, your intuitive side, your creative side. So this is your power. Your power is in your sacral, really controlling those emotions, whether they are deep-seated, whether they are from years ago, or whether they are current. You have the power on that. They're not in control of you. You're in control of them, which is where we need to be. So you know that they're there and you know how to get rid of them. It's not like they're controlling you into trying to fool you. You're very stable there. And obviously it's backed up by the knowledge being in your base. Your sacral, so your creative, and these two are flipped. So your creative side is in your power. So this is telling me that when you are creative, this is where you're at your happiest. This is where you are being in your sacral energy. Whether this is your cycles, whether when you're working with the moon cycles, this is where you are happiest, and this is where you are feeling your creative sides coming into play, and the power is in your creative side, in your inner child. Okay, your heart is your third eye. Your third eye stone is in your house of heart. So this is about seeing through your heart, seeing your self-love, seeing your green energy, and seeing you for who you are. This might be something you need to work on. Okay, might be something where you need to look into a mirror, and instead of looking through your physical eyes, look through here and see that beauty, see what you really are. And this is about your throat being in your house of your heart stone is in your throat house. So start speaking kindly about you, start talking about you. I feel that there is a lot of stuff that you are talking about, but when does the topic of conversation come about you? And this is where this is. It's let's be kind to you. Where's your time? When can we talk about Lucy? We need to talk about her. Where's she gone? And this is perhaps why there's a grounding in your third eye. Okay, because we need to talk about you. We need to see where this is. And when you start looking at you, when you are seeing this beauty, this grounding is going to come away from your third eye, and you are going to be in that place to really pick up on that spiritualness. And that's why your throat stone is in your knowledge house, is in your crown chakra house, because you are speaking of this knowledge. You know this, you know it. So when are we going to put it into theory? When we're going to put the practice in? Because you know what needs to be done. You know we need to speak about you. You know you need to see through your heart, not with your physical eyes. Don't be your own self-critic, okay? There's enough critics out there. Just don't be one of them. Be kinder to yourself. Speak about yourself in a more lighter way. But I really feel that there is a lack of Lucy at the moment. We need to talk about Lucy, okay? Okay, and for you, sweetheart, we've got the ruby. We've got the passion here. So I really think that this is still linked in to, I know that the ruby here has got the base and the sacral, but I do think that this is more into your heart where we can also take ruby. And I think this is about you speaking about your passion. I feel that there has been a side of Lucy that we have seen for so long. It's now time to bring in the Lucy that is underneath that. We need to bring out this Lucy. And I think it's the passion. And I'm not on about passion as in love. Don't be the man eater, okay? Keep that back. This is about being the passion of your creative. Remembering your positives here, that your creative is your power, and your power is being in that creative zone. So refuel that passion and bring that out in you. Okay, whatever you do creatively, your passion's going to be there, and that's what's going to help your higher chakras, your spiritual chakras, really fall into place and really get a grip. I hope that makes sense to you there, sweetheart. Okay, next one, please. Leslie. Leslie from the Isle of Man. G. Okay, G, A, D, F, B, E, C. Okay, Leslie, thank you so much for being here. So, your throat stone is in your house of base. So, this is saying to me that you do not say anything unless it's worth saying itself. Okay, you don't talk gibberish. You don't just, you're not here for the small talk. You are here to what I say, but it's sensible, it's grounding, it's coming from a good source. So keep saying that, keep doing that. And this is a bit about what you're speaking here in the grounding is because of your intuition. We've got the two, even though your sacral and your heart are conjoined through that emotion, your sacral and your third eye are joined through the intuition. We can see the intuition here and we can feel the intuition here. This is your gut feeling. And with your third eye coming into the house of sacral and joining that, that is allowing you the insight. So your intuitions are in balance. They're in conjunction with one another. So there's a nice harmony there. Even though you don't know it yourself, there is. Okay. And this is your power, and your sacral stone is in your powerhouse, your solar plexus house. So being here, so having your intuition combined, this is your power. This is where you come from, and this is where you rise from, and this is where you speak from. You speak from a grounded place, and that's because of your intuition. And this is your power that feeds you, keeps you going. And this is due to your heart being balanced. Your heart is in your heart stone. So be in this center here, being in this flow. And again, you're not so sure here, okay? But you are. You love yourself. You love what you are doing, and that's because your power is in your emotional cupboard. And then you've got your crown, your knowledge is in your throat. So knowing about what you're speaking is coming from the base being grounded. So you're not somebody who is going to share a post on Facebook. You are going to look at that post, you're going to read that, and you're going to get the information first. So you are somebody that comes from fact rather than fiction. You're not just going to say something because everybody else is saying it, or you're not going to be spreading lies. You're grounded in the way you speak, and that's because you know then that what you're speaking is coming from a place of source. It's coming from a place of truth, and that's backed up again with your heart being imbalanced, being balanced. They're not imbalanced, being balanced there. I know you struggle with your third eye, and again, you really shouldn't, because your solar plexus here, your power stone, is in your third eye, which goes into these two areas here. So, it's almost as though your boxes are being ticked but somehow you're just not. And I think it might be because of this grounding. C is in your crown chakra, so you're grounded there. So I feel you're not you're not showing yourself your true limits. You've put a cap on your physical being, and you're more than that, Leslie. You need to unscrew that cap and allow the spiritualness of Leslie come in. I feel like you look in the mirror and what you see is just what you are, and you're not. And this is on your crown. So take away that, and allow yourself to be a little bit more free. Allow yourself to be a little bit more, not silly, but a bit lighter. I feel that you're very grounded and you're very much on facts. Whereas take away that lid, bring in a bit of imagination, bring in um, a bit of silliness. Okay. But once you've took that cap off and you've really gone, well, actually, I can't measure Leslie because Leslie's in the universe. Leslie's everywhere. That's where you need to be. And that really solves a lot of what's going on down here. Is the reason why you are very powerfully spiritual in your third eye. And that's because of this conjunction here. These two together, your spiritual centers are there. But you just need to unscrew your top. Blow your lid, sweetheart. Blow that lid off. All right. 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay. So spot on here. Dioptase, the heart chakra direction. So this is about you making that direction, and this is about you blowing that lid off and just going with that flow. This is not about where you're going. This is just about going with the flow of it. Just pick an arrow and go full force. I feel like I want to put you on a roller coaster. I feel like I just want to be like, come on, love, you know, let's go and have some fun. Okay. And it might just be because of what's happening at the moment. What's happening at the moment, you might be restricted on expressing and really being you, in which case it will come to you. But direction there, dioptase, your self-worth, realizing you are worth so much than what you can just see in the mirror. Okay. Next person, please, Bear. Yes, I think we might have to move the topic to Thursday. I think tonight is just about readings. Yes. So Caroline, Rachel, A, C, C, E, B, D, F, G. Okay, Caroline. So for you, sweetheart, we have your intuition here in a grounding. So for me, I am feeling that this is there to stop you from going away with the fairies. I feel you've got your spiritualness there, and you know your spiritual gifts. You work with your spiritual gifts, and this is just to show that you don't go off like a rocket with them. You're sensible. You ground when you travel, and what you see with integrity and with heart. So you're very honest in your spiritual growth, in your spiritual progression. You're not somebody who is flaky or is a little bit all over the place. You stand in your power and you give out from source, you give out from a good place. This may come because of your grounding in your creative center. So in your sacral house, you've got your base stone there. So just by calming your creative center down, calming that intuition is allowing you to focus more onto your third eye. In your powerhouse, in your solar plexus, is your solar plexus stone. So the fact that the power is in your power, and that's where you find your power, is in your power. And this is with you knowing, and this is where, when I said about your integrity, your trust, and you coming from a good place, whatever it is your spiritualness is, whether it's a medium, whether it's tarot, whether it's healing, and this is because of your knowledge is in your heart. So you love what you do, and this is why you take it seriously. You take it to a professional level. You don't joke with this. This isn't something that you just play about with. This is something you really take seriously. And your throat, in your house of throat, is your sacral chakra, so your creative side. So this is something that you speak about. So it might be something that you're teaching, which is highlighting the professionalness here, the knowledge being in your heart. And this is why the creativeness is in your throat. I feel like you're talking the craft as well as practicing the craft. So there might be a teacher here as well. And then your heart, you're seeing this love. And this is what's keeping you going. The fact that you are seeing the benefits of what you are doing, this is what's bringing in the joy. You're seeing this love. You're seeing whatever you're healing, whatever it is you are doing, what you're giving out, you are seeing is coming back to you. Not necessarily in that same way, but however it's coming back, that's how you are enjoying that. And that's because you're speaking from knowledge, because you're grounding in your intuition, and you've got this. You actually would be a really amazing person to come across, because I feel that you are a very honest, trusting person. You speak because you've got the knowledge, and you are not. You don't talk about something unless you know it. So if somebody asks you a question about the spiritual path and it's not your subject, you're very easy to say, I don't know that. That's not in my field. You stick to what you know. You speak about what you know, and that is your creativeness. That is this here. So a very, very nice, a nice structure there. Yeah, if I ever see you around, whatever it is that you are, I would definitely recommend you just by going on that, because I think that you are somebody who is very integrity, and heart plays a key to you. And for the millionth time tonight, we've got Peridot, we've got Teach here, and the heart chakra. So again, this is just really emphasizing what I said here about your knowledge being in your heart, and me feeling that you are teaching here with your throat chakra and your creative. So I feel like if you're not, then please do, because I feel that there are a lot of people out there who come to you that has had a little bit of guidance, a little bit of teaching, but they come to you because you put them back on their right path. Not correct them, but yeah, I feel that there is a lot in your field that is being done badly, and you're the shining light in that field because you are doing it the best way. Okay. So that's for you. And if you've not thought about teaching, then please do, because people need to learn from you. All right. Okay, next person, please. Okay, I think this is the last person. So G A. I need some smaller balls. I can't have them all in my hand. D B E. Okay, Laurie, if you're still here, thank you for being patient. Okay, so here, I can see the groundingness here. Your grounding stone is in your house of base. So you're somebody who is on their own 2 feet. You're secure, you're stable. Your base chakra is balanced. You've got your throat chakra in your sacral center here. So this is might be something that you are. The reason why you're grounding is because you are speaking from your sacral. So I feel that you weren't always balanced. I feel like you weren't always stable, but you've had to learn to stand on your own 2 feet, if that makes sense. And that's become about because you've had to speak about your emotional cupboard. I feel like that cupboard was full of a lot of stuff. But by talking about it, you have found the right platform. You are now in the right place. You've got somewhere that you can call home. Your solar plexus house has your third eye stone. So this is your vision is your power. The power is in your vision, is in your intuition. So this is where the power is stored for you. It might be that this gave you the power because this was your wake up call. By you waking up, made you realize you needed to talk about your emotions, to talk about your sacral chakra, and by that, then you were grounding and you got yourself on your 2 feet. Okay, and this was nothing to do with you. Your heart is in your heart chakra, so you were just loving yourself. You were just being you. There were somebody else coming in that had to make you open your eyes and to see the truth that was being pulled over your eyes. And again, your throat stone is in your house of sacral, and your sacral stone is in your house of throat. So I feel like you had to do a lot of talk. You had to get a lot out there to really bring you back into balance, to really bring you back to where you are. It's been a ride for you. It's been a journey, but your crown, your crown chakra stone is in your third eye chakra. So the fact that you know to trust what you are spiritually seeing here, don't forget that your power is in your vision. So trust in this. So trust in your head. Trust what is going on there. Don't let nobody blindfold you. Don't let no one put the blinkers on you. And that's because your power, your solar plexus stone, is in your knowledge. So the fact that you know this now is stopping you from making that same mistake. And that is why you are a grounding person, because you're not going to make the same mistake twice. All right. Hope that makes sense to you. I've got a feeling there was a reason why you came on last night and you wrote those letters late, because I know you were the last person to do that. And that was after I closed the comments for the letters. But yeah, I feel like there's been a journey you've been on. You've had to discover some stuff. You've had to have your eyes open to some stuff, and there's been a lot of emotional work. But your voice is what got you to where you are. By talking about it, whether it was just somebody that was close to you that you could talk to, or whether it was a profession that you spoke to, I don't know. But by talking about this has made you a stronger person today. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Okay, and for you, I've got clear quartz here for you, Laurie. Meditation. So the fact that your power is in your crown, and this is your crown chakra, the clear quartz. Okay, don't lose faith in your spirituality. If ever you think that everything is going to fall around you again, the one thing that's not going to fall apart is your faith, is your trust, is your spirituality. Okay, so just meditate. And I don't mean, you don't need to sit on the top of Mount Everest and have a group of monks chanting at you while you're like, to some incense. I just mean what it is that you do that is meditating. Some people go for walks. Some people just sit and look at the sea. Some people go for a swim. I knit is my meditation. And whatever that meditation is for you, that is your little link into your spiritual growth. Okay, I've just seen there that it was a tragic journey. Okay, that's what I was picking up there with that. So I'm glad that that makes sense. And we're a lovely bunch here. So you're in a friendly group at here. So if you want to message me, or if you want to talk to anybody on here, then please do that. Angela, thank you so much for confirming that Caroline is an amazing person. Okay. If I don't think she is on here, but Angela, if you could just tell her that the reading was done, and it is on my business page for her to see, or on the YouTube channel for her to see, just tell her to look, go across the timeline and see her name in the banner, and then that would be her reading. That would be brilliant. Good, good. I am so glad that, yeah, you stand firm, girl. Your base chakra is in the right place. You're where you are is where you need to be. So bless you for that. So yeah, tonight's topic will be moved to Thursday. I'm really sorry about that. If you've all come on board wanting some self-confidence, please hold on a little bit longer until Thursday. Tomorrow, we've got the lovely Eva May, who I only came across. Is she your twin? Wow, Angela. Okay, okay. So yeah, Eva, I stumbled across a couple of weeks ago. She was on one of our markets, and by doing a bit of discovery, I realised that she was a tea leaf reader. She is a palmist, and she does scrying, crystal ball readings. So this will be her first visit to Dan Rocks, but I don't think it will be her last, because tomorrow night we will be looking at the tea leaf, and then she'll come back to talk about palmistry, and then I'm sure she'll come back and talk about scrying for a crystal ball. So please join us for that at 6 o'clock tomorrow. Thursday is Life After Lockdown and Crystals for Self-Confidence. So I might talk a little bit about a workshop that we do in the physical sense that we're hoping to do in lockdown. I might do a workshop on how to read the crystals. I saw that somebody commented asking, how do you do this? I don't know. I trust in spirit. Last week, spirit told me on the Monday this is what you're going to do. Put the oracle cards away, bring out 8 spheres, ask people for colors, and you're going to read them on that. Yesterday, Spirit said to me, okay, we're going to give another approach. You're going to ask people to put letters into their order, and what order they give you, you're going to read off that. So it's completely new to me. I trust, and this is where I get with you, Laurie. I have had a lot going on, and the only thing that I trust in my life is my faith, and is my crystals, and these. I'm obviously my gorgeous husband and family, but outside influences, crystals are the only thing that I trust. So last night, the first reading I did was the first reading I ever done on this format. So yeah, why not? I might do a workshop and we can have fun reading with crystals, which we can do. Why not? Let's do that. So, and then Friday at 5 o'clock, it's the only night where we are different. At 5 o'clock is our lockdown market. That is all been listed now. There are some amazing pieces on there. So please go and have a look. If you're on Dan ROX business page, go into the events. It's there. And then you have to go into the discussions tab, and then you'll see all the pictures listed. And then on Friday, I come to do a live where we take you around the world too. We don't want it to be a buy, sell this, have it. You need this. We're not like that. We're not Dalboy and Rodney. Well, in some instances, we are pretty much like Dalboy and Rodney, but on other senses, we like it to be educational. So we take you around the world, showing you where these crystals come from, and it's always a laugh. The crystal energy always gets me into trouble. It's only Mondays where the crystals behave themselves and allow me to work with them. The rest of the week, they get me into trouble. So, oh, thank you, Shardy. I know. I just trust. I put my feet on the ground, I put my head in the clouds, and I go, here we go. Speak from what I see, what I feel. Okay, I see you all tomorrow at 6 to welcome the lovely Eva. Okay, have a fantastic evening. Thank you so much. Who knows, I might have to do 2 nights on spiritual development, because you guys are meant to be doing this as well. If you guys remember when we were doing the oracle cards, I used to pick a card for you guys to read. I meant to be putting these into an order for you guys to read. So I might have to do a couple of evenings, because it's about your development as well as helping with mine. All right. So all have a good evening. Thank you all so much for your comments. You're brilliant.